3 days ago, something happened that changed our understanding of what personal computers will be like in a year. This year marks 40 years. 40 years of personal computing. And it is monumental that at this milestone transitional stage, computers are changing. Since everyone supported Nvidia in this endeavor, there is no doubt that the hardware of the personal computers we'll be working with in a few years will change dramatically. My name is Andrei Turtsevich, and today we'll break down exactly how the hardware of the future will revolutionize our daily work. Jensen Huang recalled that it was Microsoft, he mentions Windows 95, that took the enterprise, business computer, and brought it into the home environment, making it personal so that the PC transformed from an industrial device into a type of consumer electronics. But even 40 years ago, this platform was highly intelligent and carefully thought out.
The presence of BIOS, the ability to swap chips, and the abstraction layer allowing the use of drivers made this system indispensable due to its versatility. This made the PC what we know it as today. And now, 40 years later, Microsoft and Nvidia are reinventing the PC, creating something that takes its use to a whole new level. A PC that will be run by an agent. And not just one, but multiple agents, performing a wide variety of tasks at your command without needing you as an operator. And to make all this magic work locally, Jensen pulled out of his famous leather jacket pocket something that blew the audience away: the Nvidia N1X chip, the heart of the new RTX Spark platform. Let's go over the dry but incredibly juicy technical specifications. This silicon monster is built on TSMC's 3nm process And packs 70 billion transistors. Just think about that density. The architecture combines a Blackwell GPU with 6,144 CUDA cores, delivering 1 petaflop of AI performance. And paired with it is a custom 20-core Grace CPU, co-created with MediaTek. All this magnificence is bound by an NVLink C2C interconnect with 128 gigabytes of unified memory and a bandwidth of 600 gigabytes per second. Your browser with 1,000 open tabs just nervously gulped. All this power is needed to run local large language models and let AI agents work in the background while you just drink coffee. Asus's showcase was highly indicative, where the Asus ProArt P16 and Asus ProArt P14 laptops took center stage. These very laptops
were the first in the company's lineup to feature the Nvidia RTX Spark platform, and they were the first ones the audience saw as examples of how to implement the integration announced by Jensen Huang. The devices turned out to be pretty powerful: a 20-core ARM Nvidia Grace processor, Blackwell architecture graphics comparable to a desktop RTX 5070, and 128 gigabytes of unified memory. Windows runs beautifully on all of this. This thing is capable of running large language models right on a laptop without going to the cloud. There it is, 1 petaflop of AI computing. It's no secret. Everyone understands that laptops like the Asus ProArt are essentially the Windows ecosystem's answer to the modern MacBook Pro. These computers are extremely powerful, geared towards professionals working with 3D modeling, graphics, photo and video editing, and, of course, working with artificial intelligence technologies. The high-end P16 ProArt laptop features a 16-inch and touch-enabled Asus Lumina Pro OLED display with 4K resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. And all of this is packed inside a chassis just 12.3 millimeters thick, weighing less than 2 kilograms. But laptops are just the beginning. Nvidia showed off 3 revolutionary form factors. In addition to laptops, they introduced desktops from MSI. Compact little boxes that will run 24/7 as your personal servers, with no limits or meters for cloud calls. But the real mind-blower is the DGX Station for Windows, a workstation packed with 768 gigabytes of memory. 768! It delivers 28 petaflops of computing power and boasts a memory bandwidth of 8 terabytes per second. With a machine like this, you can run
a trillion parameter model right under your desk. Now your PC will look more like R2-D2 than a traditional typewriter. It will fix errors in 3D models on its own, render photorealistic frames in Blender on its own, while you just give text commands. Adobe Premiere and Photoshop will simply run twice as fast due to proper optimization for the Spark architecture. Now, let's come back down to earth and talk about prices, because the analyst here speaks for itself. How much will you have to pay for the right to house this brilliant electronic assistant? Given specs like 128 gigabytes of unified memory in a laptop, the latest 3nm process, and clear ambitions to be a MacBook Pro killer, it definitely won't be cheap. I expect the price tag for these machines to start at $3,000 or even $4,000 for the basic professional versions.
This is a classic early adopter tax. Will this price be an obstacle? For the average user who just needs to watch YouTube and type an essay, this is currently a massive overpay. But for professionals, designers, engineers, and creatives whose time is very expensive, buying such an intelligent companion will pay off in just a few major projects. In any case, what we saw is the inevitable future. We are on the threshold of a moment when computers stop being just tools and become our colleagues. What do you think about this agent revolution? Are you ready to pay a hefty sum for a device that will literally think along with you? Or would you prefer to wait a couple of years until these technologies become mainstream and affordable? Be sure to write your thoughts in the comments. I read everything and will gladly discuss it. This was Andrei Tortsevich, and as per tradition, if you found this interesting, leave a like and subscribe to the channel.
There are still many conversations ahead about cool hardware and technology. See you soon!
Reinvent the PC. A new line, a new beginning.